Hello guys, welcome to this live stream. So in this live stream, we will basically talk about positions in CSS3 in order to basically place elements inside the web page. So it will be a mini crash course, guys. I will look at all the positions which are supported in CSS: relative, absolute, fixed, sticky, and static. So all the 5 positions which are supported in CSS3, guys, we will take an example and we will show each position, what it does, and how you can place elements very easily inside your in order to make websites. So basically what I have done right here, in my left hand side I will simply write the code, and in the right hand side you will see the output. You will see currently it is empty, nothing, I have not written anything here. Now let me take some HTML code here. Let me write this. So let me just give it a class here of boxes. Inside this I will have 5 boxes. So this will be box 1. You can see on right hand side we have this box 1. Similarly, I will have the class of box 2. I will call this as box 2. Then I will have box 3. Similarly, I will have box 4, box 5. So you can see that, guys, we have called 5 boxes out there. Now I will show you what the positions are all about. So here we will put style tag, or we can include them using we can create external file here. So we can include a external file called as style.css. So let me just create a file called as style.css. So inside this file, guys, first of all, what I will do is that I will give it a background color to the, let me first of all give it a width of 900 pixel and a height of 100 pixel and a background color of black. So now we have these background color is set to black here, and individually we can select our boxes. We can change the background color. We can target the box class and just give the boxes a fixed width of let's suppose 50 pixel and height of 50 pixel and a background color of red. So every box will be in red color. You will see that. Let me change the height here to 400 pixel. So let me have some margin 6 pixel. So now they have some spacing out there. So you will see that, guys, we have 5 boxes out there. So first of all, what I will do is that I will change the display property to flex. So now they will be appearing side by side here. You will see in the horizontal manner. So the first position it supports, guys, it's a static position. Static position is the default position. So if you don't give any position here, in order to change the position of an element, we have this position property. If you don't set this, the default value is static. So if I just do this like this, nothing will happen. This is basically the default position which is there. After you set the position, guys, you can move elements from the left position, right position, top position, or bottom position. So let's suppose I want to give something from the left position. I give 5 pixel. So nothing will happen right here because we have given the position as static. So static position simply means that the elements will stay static. They will not move. So this property that I set right here, move the element by left by 5 pixel, will have no effect. So that's why the static position makes the element static in nature. So this property is not commonly used by web developers for the positions. I just wanted to show that it's a default property. If you don't want to change position, the default property is static. Now I will come to the second property, guys, which is relative. Relative is most commonly used property in position, guys. So what I will do, I will change it to relative. So after doing this, nothing will happen. We still need to move the box element. Let's suppose I target this box 1 only. So I have given the box 1 class, which is box 1. So after giving this, guys, what we will say, move this box 1 from the left position 5 pixel. So what should be the output? You will see it has moved from the left position. Let me move it some more here. Let's suppose 45 I put here, or 55 or 55 pixel. So what you will see, guys, basically this box has moved relative to its position. So now this box is right here on top of box 2. So relative position simply means that, guys, the element will move relative to the original position. So original position of box 1 was this here. So original position box 1 was there. So it has moved relative to this position. So what I will do is that I will change the background color. Let me give different colors to the boxes. So this color will be red, box 1 color. Similarly, I will say box 2 has a different background color of green. Box 3 will be having yellow. Box 4 will be having blue. And lastly, box 5 will be having violet. So these colors will be there. So you can differentiate, guys. Box 1 is below box 2 because we have moved the box 1 position by left. If you see, we have given box 1, and similarly you can even move it from the top as well. If I give here 55 pixel from the top, so now it will come below. You can see that its original position was this position. We have first of all moved it to the left here 55 pixel, and from the top we have moved it to 55. So you can move it at any location, guys, using this property, which is left top. You just need to set here position relative here, then it will move it to the original position where is the element was originally was placed. If the element was originally placed here, then it will move it relative to the original position. So this is meant by the position of relative, and you can even move it from the right as well. Let's suppose I write 55 pixel. So now if I don't give here, so you will see that it will move it from the right 55 pixel. So you cannot see the it is below this div here. You can even give here bottom, so you can see that. So now it is having here, if you see, so what I can do is that we can give it, just give it here position relative here. So if you put here, you can see it will move it from the bottom position wherever it was. So it will move upwards. If you put top here, it will move downwards. So this is the thing, guys. If you give negative value, let's suppose negative 55, it will move in top here because we are moving in the reverse direction. If you give here bottom negative 55, it will move in the downward direction. So it just depending upon your position, guys, if you want to, how you can place for how to, in typical web development scenario, you will have login form, buttons, images. So wherever you want to place your element, you will use these 4 properties, which is left, right, bottom, uh, and left, bottom, right, and top. This position needs to be set before then. You need to set position before you use these 4 properties. If I once again say right negative 55, it will move in the right direction. You will see that. So if I say left negative 55, it will move in the left direction. So this is meant by relative position, guys. Now I will show you the next position, which is absolute. Absolute position, guys. Absolute actually means, if I put here absolute, it will move, it will not follow the parent in which this child element here is it is. So if you see, box 1 is actually a child of this parent element boxes. So this is the parent of this element. So if you put the position as absolute, guys, then it basically doesn't follow. It will come out of this parent element. I have put the position as absolute, guys, if you see. And then if I want to move it -55, then the parent becomes the browser width and height. So it will move related to the browser. So browser starts from here. If you see, browser start from here. If you put position as absolute, guys, then it will move it from this viewport. This is the actual uh, the element will move relative to the browser, not this parent div, not its original position. So it will move it relative to the browser. So that's why if you see we have put -55, if you see, so it has moved it in the left direction and now the element is not visible. So it has gone off the viewport. So that's why, guys, this was the viewport and now we have moved it just in the left direction. So now the element is not visible. So this is meant by absolute. There are a lot of developers or a lot of people which have a confusion between the position of relative and absolute. So relative simply means that the element moves it relative to the original position of the element. Let's suppose if I want to move this box to the left, so it will move it relative to the original position. But in absolute, it will treat the browser viewport as its parent and it will then move it relative to the browser. So now if I change it left to 55, so now it will move it in the right direction. This is the actual space that we have configured. So this is equal to 55. So this is equal to 55. So the element has moved relative to the browser border. So you can see that. So 55 pixel. This is the main difference. If I again say here, put it a larger value 150 pixel, you can now see it will. You can even give top here of 150 pixel. So it will move it in the, you can see that. So now it is absolute. It is right here from the top, which is 150, and from the left also 150. So it is moving relative to the browser, not to its original position. So this is meant by absolute, guys. You can even give this position as absolute as well. You can move it anywhere else. You can move it to the bottom 55. So what will happen? What will the result, guys? So now you will see basically from the bottom position, this box 3 will be moving. If you see, so right here in the bottom side here, it will calculate this width is 55 pixel. So it is there exactly 55 pixel. So what will be the browser width and height? It will move relative to the browser, not to its original position. So original position was here, box to original position was here. If I put position absolute, it will move relative to the browser. You can see the element has gone downwards. And again, if I change this position to relative, so what will be the result, guys? You can now see the result. So now the element will go upwards because the original position was this position and we moved from the bottom position 55 pixels. So now it will go in the upward direction related to the original position. So you need to keep in mind, guys, it can be asked in the interview question as well. What is the difference between absolute and relative? In absolute, it will basically move relative to the browser width and height, and in position relative, it will move it relative to its element original position. So wherever the element was originally placed, it will move in the relative to the original position. This is the difference, guys, and let me just remove all this. So now you can see that. So there is two more properties guys, fixed property and sticky property. These are also very much important. If you want to fix a element at a static position, you can also give a position of static. So let's suppose I give a position of here static, and then I give it a fixed position. Let's suppose from the left position I need to move it as 250 pixel, and from the top also 250 pixel. So this is box 1. If I refresh now, sorry, this needs to be fixed, not static. So now the element guys, if you see right here, now the element is fixed right here. So now let me show you example. If I scroll to the downwards or upward direction, this element will not move. This element will remain fixed at this position. So for doing that, I can add some static content here. After this, we can add a break tag. Lorem, if I add that. Just write some static content, guys. Just wait here. So now we have added some static content, guys. So the scroll bar is there. If you see, as I scroll right here, guys, the element will be fixed at the static position. The element will not move anywhere. It will stay at that position that we set right here. This is the position, it is stuck here. It will not move. So this is very useful guys if you want to display a sidebar, if you want to display a advertisement to your product in the website, you can basically place it in the sidebar and it will stay forever. It will not move as the user will scroll your website. The user will have your this attention to this product. They will always see this product in the sidebar. So this is really useful if you want to basically fixed a particular element. It can be a subscribe button, it can be a like button to your YouTube channel. You can even put it at a sidebar. So this is the actual use of fixed guys. And then the next property is sticky guys. Sticky also is the same, but there is a slight difference between fixed and sticky guys. Sticky, if I make this box as sticky, let's suppose I need to give it a margin top of 300 pixel, this one, and let's suppose I have some content just before this div, some more content is there. You can see that. So the thing is that basically I can now remove this margin of, let's suppose I give it as 10 pixel. So the difference between fixed and static guys, it simply means that if I just change this to, let's suppose 550, and now let me make this element box 4 as sticky. So here I will give the position as sticky, and then I will basically say here, just make the element when the condition is met, top becomes 0. So the difference between sticky and fixed position is that fixed will always remain the same irrespective of the condition, but sticky will stick the element when the condition evaluates to true. So here we have put the condition right here, which is top is 0. So whenever top position becomes 0 guys, then only the uh, element will become sticky. So just see this example guys. So what I am showing you, so we have put box 1 as fixed right here. Let me just change its position of box 1 as 350. So now the box 1 is sticky, the box 1 is fixed at its position, but box 4 is sticky. So as I scroll the page, guys, box 4 is not sticky by default if I load the page, but box 1 is fixed. So as I scroll the page, guys, box 4, as the top property becomes 0, at this moment of time, top has some property. But when the top will become 0, then this box 4 element will become sticky. So as I just scroll this, now you can see that. So as you can see, now the position is sticky right here. It is sticky right here. You can see that. So what I can say is that I can change the height to, let's suppose, 800 pixel. So you can see that in its parent element, the position sticky will become valid. But in fixed position, guys, it is irrespective of the parent, guys, the element will remain static forever. But in sticky positions, it will only remain sticky in its parent. It will not remain sticky in its non-parent. So as I see, basically at the end of this div, at the end of this container, the position, the box 4 is not visible anymore. It is only visible as a sticky element whenever inside its parent container, but in fixed box here, it is remaining fixed forever here. So this is the actual difference between fixed and sticky, guys. So according to your requirement, guys, you can use this sticky position. You have seen this sticky position, guys, uh, many number of times. If the website owner wants to show menu of the website when the user scroll the page, so you have seen this. So this is the mini crash course, guys, about CSS3 positions. Hopefully you will understand all the positions in detail. I have just shown you all the examples of all the 5 positions, and please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video.